Okay, thank you everyone for coming to this quarterly grant review. This is where MBA is sharing with our members and also the public opportunities for our small businesses to take advantage of grant opportunities. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the MBA first, and then our grant opportunity today, go over the grant, and then talk about what our next steps are going to be. So first of all, let's talk about the MBA, the Mishawaka Business Association. So the Mishawaka Business Association, our mission is to help organizations in Mishawaka or who do business in Mishawaka to grow together by providing resources to both small, medium, and even large businesses. So a lot of us here are small businesses, and I want to talk a couple of minutes about what the advantages are to you. So one of them is this opportunity right now, the grant review. So we're going to be talking about small business grants. They're going to range from about $500 to up to $10,000 that open opportunities for your organization to apply for. So also as member organizations, while this is available to everyone, member organizations get an added benefit of working with me to get your grant proposal put together, done with the tips and tricks of I've learned in my grant writing career, and to getting that submission off on time with an advantage over the people who are just gonna, just fill it out the best they can, but I can definitely give you some pointers on how to make your application better. So also we have some new programs coming around for our small businesses. We're working with area students to get entrepreneur-minded students in high school and college and match them with our small businesses so our small businesses can get a free extra pair of hands to help you with your business, and the student can get a stipend or a scholarship toward either furthering their education or starting their own business. So they can work with our business owners to learn about how you do your business, and they also get to work with you a little bit, and you get a little help. So we also have a few other things in the works with the board. We have to talk it through, so I won't be telling you everything right now. But this is a great time to join. Membership is just $75 for Mishawaka organizations and $100 for outside organizations. That's for our small businesses. If you have a larger business, it's a little bit more. But like I said, most of us here are small businesses. So it's not a lot to join. There are a lot of benefits that help you grow your business. Even if you don't join today, make sure you sign in and you can be added to our newsletter to just see the kind of things that we're doing, see the kind of things that you can have access to, and we just invite you to consider it. This is our contact information here. You can join at our website at mishawakabusiness.org, and that's my email right there to get in contact with me if you have any questions. So some of the things that I just said, the quarterly grant review, we do have this open to the community, but members do get support with submitting their application. So these grants, I try to find opportunities that are general to the general audience. A lot of grants are going to be audience focused, for instance, for women, for minority businesses. But the ones that I try to present here are going to generally be open to everyone. So if you have specific grant needs and you are a member organization, you can let me know. I have a large database of opportunities for small businesses, but the ones I present here are going to be general for everyone. So again, for members, opportunity to follow up, and for everyone else listening today, these will be posted on our Facebook page so that you can go back and get information to help you in your submission process after you leave here. But take some notes because I will be sharing some key pointers. So this grant is called the SideHustle grant. So I don't know if a lot of you, when I first started doing my business, it definitely was a side hustle. I had a full-time job and I was doing my business on the side. And I did not focus on it because it wasn't making enough money, but it wasn't making enough money because I wasn't focusing on it, right? What comes first, the chicken or the egg? So these kind of grants are an infusion of cash that helps you focus on that area where you see your future, right? So let me take a moment to just give you a realistic expectation when it comes to grants. They are not to sustain your business. If you're looking for a grant to save your business, if you're looking for a grant to replace your income, then you are looking for the wrong thing. Grants are an infusion of cash to help you push you forward, to maybe start a new line or a product, to maybe pivot into something different, but it's not meant to replace your sales. So if your sales are struggling, then you need to stop and work on that. A grant cannot save your business. They are not meant to, and you should not depend on it for that. It's an infusion of cash. So I need to put that out there. So these are some of the things that I want to focus on. Pay attention to the keywords in the grant application from the funders. They are saying things that are important to them, and it's not just out there haphazardly. You need to read them and pay attention to them. And I'm going to show you a couple how we point them out. A lot of very simple grants are very deceptive. As a matter of fact, I find them to be more the difficult ones. This one only has 2 questions. And it makes you feel like, oh, it's very easy, I can do that, right? But everybody's gonna be thinking that, and everybody's gonna do the same thing. That's why you have to take the time to make sure your application stands out. Because that's gonna be, oh, this is simple, they're gonna write things. It's great to be concise. It's great to have your story well written in a short space, but that's the part, it needs to be well written and convey the things that are important to them. And how do you know it's important? They're keywords. And then you need to tell your story of your business from top to bottom in a way that's important to them. And so we'll talk about that a little bit too. So who's this organization? And I have to put this slide in because if you look at the second bullet point, it says there is a nominal fee with this one. So 99% of the time when I tell people who are looking for grants, if there is a fee, keep going. It's probably a scam. But in this case, I decided to research this grant to see if it is actually a real opportunity. So here's some information about this organization, SideHustleGrants.com. It is a for-profit business, so they are looking to make money. Let's understand who this funder is. But they provide grants to other small businesses. And what they do is collect this fee from a large number of organizations, and then they give a grant out to a small number of organizations, and that's how they make their profit. So they are looking to make money, but they are giving an attractive, sum, like I believe this one is $5,000, if I didn't mention that before, it's $5,000. And an attractive sum to, give you a little boost of cash, but they're looking to make money. They give that sum at charge $25, so they're looking for a large number of people to apply. But this organization has been around for 16 years. So it's not a fly-by-night. So I had to do a little bit of research and investigation to make sure this was real. Make sure you're not gonna throw, even the small fee, don't throw any money away. As small business, everything counts. So if you can't do that kind of work, honest to God, you don't have to go for grants that have a fee. There are many, many more that has no fee. But some of them, some good ones, have fees from $15 to $25, which I have applied for. One of them is Amber Grants. Another one is, I believe Famous Amos has like a $25,000 grant that may have a $19 fee or something like that. And people do win these. I did also search the former winners of these. One person has a video of her organization and everything. So they're real organizations that have won this grant. So if you aren't able to do that kind of investigation, it's okay to skip grants that have a fee. It is. This fee is only $25, but like I said, every dollar counts. And there are plenty more that don't have fees, but this one does. So this is how this organization played out. Just gave you some quick information that I found on this organization. And make sure if you are going to do the ones with fees, just get somebody else to look at it too, just in case you may have missed something, because I wouldn't spend money that is gonna drop into a black hole. So, excuse me, these are the 2 questions that they tell you. How are you translating your passion into a business, and how will this grant help make your dream a reality? So, excuse me. I didn't see a word limit for these. So a lot of times in these grants, they give you a word count or a character count that you have to match. What I always do is take my questions and paste them in a Word document so that I can easily manage the characters and the words from Word by just, looking at the review section. So cut and paste those questions and put them in a Word document. And the first thing you need to do is just write out everything that you think. Don't limit yourself when you're doing a first draft. Write out what you think. Try to put it in a order how it flows, but get down all of your thoughts, because what you're going to do is put down the things that are important to you, and then you're going to try to shrink it as small as you can. Because these people, remember I told you, this is a for-profit business, right? They're trying to collect as many applications as they can. They're gonna read a lot. They need you to say everything you need to say in the shortest amount of space possible. Somebody else is just gonna get on here and start rambling. It's gonna be wordy, and somebody's gonna be reading and they're just gonna be like, next. They're not getting to the point. They're not, hitting the things that they care about. So you need to make sure you do that first in Word, and then work on condensing what you have. So another thing I do is let it sit. Don't try to do it all in one day. If you've ever written a long paper or something, you usually don't sit down and write it and then turn it in. You have to let it sit, do something else, and bring your mind back to it, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to realize I didn't say everything I wanted to say. I didn't say it how I wanted to say it. I missed some key things that are important, or these things right here actually aren't important and shouldn't be in there. So let it sit, come back to it. And again, I always say more eyes are better than none. So if you have an opportunity, if you're not a member, let someone else read it. Let someone else read the questions and see, did I actually answer that question? Tell them what you were trying to say, and say, did what I wrote, did that convey what I thought I was trying to say? So make sure you get some more eyes on it than yours. This is kind of what you're going to do when you're writing your first draft. So you're writing out everything you want to do. So you're going to describe your organization. Remember, the question was about your passion. So talk about how you started and what was your passion to get started and what keeps you going, right? What a lot of people miss is that middle to the left, I'm call it a bullet, but the impact, the money this grant will make for your community, right? A lot of people just talk about themselves. They talk about, I need the money for marketing, or I need a piece of equipment, or they don't care about that. Everybody's got a business, right? Everybody's got something they want to do. How is your money going to impact more than just you, more than just your business? Think community minded. How's it going to, if you have something that works with families, how is it going to benefit the families, the kids, the community? Okay, don't just talk about your business and your organization. Talk about how this little $5,000 is going to make a great impact outside of your doors. Okay? You do need to describe how you're going to use the money. So like I said, everybody's going to jump to that part. They're going to say, I need to buy a truck, or I need a new oven, or I need a new security system, yes, you do need to talk about that. But if that's the bulk of your application, then you did it wrong. Okay? And then again, make the first draft as long as you want it. Put it all out there. And then go back and read it. It's like, how can I say this still with less words? And you're looking to condense it really as small as you can. Because if you can have one impactful paragraph, that's better than an entire page. Yes.
Question.
Go ahead.
I don't know if we're open for questions.
Please.
I would assume that an organization like this that brings these in probably has some type of chat GPT, AI center.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so that was back to the keyword part.
Okay.
Cause they have keywords, that they're looking at. So, if you go back to this one, and I'll see if I can, I think I still have I have the website up. Because typically when I talk about this, it's something that I do. I had to go through it to see what the fee is, so they don't tell you right up front. But it is $25, but, they want you to answer these questions. So remember, we're talking about passion. That should be a keyword that you use. If you never talk about passion, if you never say passion, I'm sure they're going to just have a bot scrolling your words, and it needs to be in there. Those may just be only the sentences that they read. Boom, boom, boom. What did they say about their passion? They said it right here one time, and it's one sentence about the passion. We'll see how good that sentence is, I guess, compared to everybody else's. But, and then, how will this grant help make your dream a reality? You better be talking about your dream. You better be talking about your reality, and then how this grant can connect them both. So you need to talk about your dream. You need to talk about how things currently are and how this $5,000, and I know I got a client one time that wanted a $1.25 million grant, and that's what we applied for. Unfortunately, and I know you're gonna feel real sad for her, she got a $400,000 grant. She was devastated, and I'm not joking. She was running her organization out of her pocket, but she was devastated about a $4,000 grant. She could not figure out how to use it, and she turned it down. She turned it down because it wasn't the $1.25 million she wanted, and continued to pay it out of her pocket, what she was doing. And, you know, I try to tell people, if you cannot figure out what to do with $500, $5,000, or $400,000, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. So you should be able to figure out, even if you need $100,000, somebody gave you $5,000, you should be able to figure out a good way to use that money. You can leverage it for additional dollars, but every win helps you get the next win. So remember that, yes, somebody give you a $500 grant, don't turn your nose up at it. That's something that you can report, I already won a grant. That makes you more likely to win the next grant. Take it and figure out a way to use it and leverage it for additional dollars. All that to say is, make a good case for your $5,000. Because even though it may not be all the money you need, it can make a difference in your organizations if you think about how to use it. Okay, so these are some of the keywords, and we're gonna go back to the website and see if we can find a couple of different ones. So let's look at the proofreading step. So proofreading is a very critical thing, and you can't be sensitive about it. People need to tell you how you can make your stuff better. And if you ask somebody to do that, you say, I really need for you to tell me how to make this better. Be brutally honest. This doesn't make sense. I don't see why you have this in here. You need somebody with a critical eye, because trust me, the readers are gonna have a critical eye. So, you gotta ask someone who will be honest with you. Ask them questions if they read it. If they don't have any feedback, so did I describe what I wanted to? You need to tell them what you're trying to say. Did I really answer the questions? After reading this, do you have any additional questions? And if someone has an additional question, then you need to make sure you address that in your writing. So if they read everything you said and they're like, well, I didn't understand how that helped people, okay, maybe you explain that well enough, you need to go back and touch that point again. Is there anything else important based on, you know, these questions that I should add? Make sure that you are engaging them to help them help you better. Somebody might read it and say, oh, it may be some grammatical errors or changing stuff around. It says, thank you, but do you have any lingering questions? Do you feel like I really answered that question? Is there something else, if you were doing this, that you would have added? Help engage with them, prod them to help you the best way that they can. And then finally submit. So the deadline was April 30th. Plenty of time to get this done. Even if you don't have the $25 or right now, whatever, you can plan on having it by April 30th. I never wait till the last minute, and I don't do that anymore because of the problems that I've had by doing it in the past. Websites crash, they get overloaded with everybody trying to do it at the end, and you just can't get all the problems come up at the end. So make sure you do not wait till the last minute. Save your answers. That's another reason why I like to do it in Word. If you took your time to craft a good message, you got it condensed, you are proud of what you did, save it, because yes, you can use that again. So don't do all this work, get it proofread, and then just submit it and it's gone. Save it in Word, do everything in Word first, save it, and then when the next one comes up, it may be a similar question, it may be completely different, but you may have some nuggets in there that you can use. Be sure that you stand apart and show your uniqueness. Now, a lot of people are gonna see this. They're gonna just right off the internet, just start typing and fill in that grant. And some people off the top of their head may come up with some decent things. That's why you have to take the time to do something great, do something better prepared. Because some people are gonna be good at this, you need to make sure yours is better. And by better, it's not gonna just be your words, someone else is gonna help you say, you know, I see you talk about your passion, but remember, this is a for-profit organization. So we're talking about, you know, how can you, I'm gonna read your answer and I'm gonna say, these people are interested in making money, so I want to, if you have and I don't know what, you know, everybody will use money for, but if you have an opportunity to give jobs to other people, help other entrepreneurs make money, these are things that I think that would touch these readers because they're about making money. So you should be about making money. You should be about helping other people make money or helping other entrepreneurs. So if you can do those kind of things, never, you know, claim that you're gonna do something that you're absolutely not gonna do. But what you need to do is just think how what you're doing can actually help people in the future. I'm not saying step outside, don't put more work on yourself because they may ask for an update or a video or a summary. So don't say you're gonna do something that you're not gonna do. But if you are gonna do it, just think about how what you do, what you're actually gonna do impacts somebody else in a positive way outside of your business, outside of your organization. I think about Craft One Half, and I had the pleasure of going there a couple times. I can't tell you how good her food is, you really have to go. But one of the things that she does, we were talking about starting something that the NBA used to do called Member Mondays. And it's in the evening for the people who can't go to 1 Million Cups. So I know she's not even open on Mondays. But she said, well, maybe I would be interested once a month to open for a couple hours on Monday night, open up her business so that we can all come in and network and connect and grow our businesses using her facility. And so even though, you know, that's not what she does, but she's using her business to help further entrepreneurship in her community. So this is how a way that even a restaurant can do something that helps for-profit organization and community. So you don't have to be, you know, entrepreneur-minded in your business operations. You just need to be community-minded in what you do. So don't do anything outside of what you do. Just make sure that when you do something, there's an opportunity. So this is the actual application. And there's a couple of things I'm gonna point out. Number one, a lot of organizations now are asking for websites. If you do not have a website, I strongly encourage that you at least get a landing page. There are people in this room that can help you do that. So if you have not met everyone in this room, before you leave, please get some business cards, talk to people. There's quite a few people here today, but we're gonna have time afterwards. You have room to noon. Don't just leave, really. Collect the business cards because there is support in this room. So make sure you get that done. Also, social media handles. It says if you have one, but it's not necessary. So remember, this is a for-profit business. They're looking about profits. What do you think? Should you have a social media handle?
Yes.
Yes, there are people in this room who can help you start one up, tell your story well, and can help you get your message out there. So again, if you don't have your social media handles, I'm not saying do everything. There's stuff out there, I'm old, Twitches and all this kind of stuff. I don't know what they do, but people are looking at them. So if you haven't started that, make sure you talk to people in this room because they can help you get that started. Of course, email addresses, and also I will sign up for news and updates. So I have like a junk email where a lot of my stuff goes into it. When I have time, I will look through it. At minimal, just sign up so that they can stay in contact with you for future opportunities, because remember I told you this has been around for 16 years? So it's gonna come back again. Make sure you sign up so you know what the next application is gonna be. And then the phone number down there too. So here is a question down here. It says, what is your business idea if you've already started? So that means they are also interested in pre-startup businesses. You don't even have to have your business started yet.
Yes.
But they still want you to have a website though. They still want you to have your social media handles. So even if you're in a stage where you haven't filed with the state or gotten your EIN number, you still can do this. Now there are gonna be applications that ask for that. They're gonna be asking for your EIN number. They're gonna be looking for your bank statements and all kinds of things. So don't stall on getting those things in place. But for this opportunity, you don't need it. But the question is, what's your business idea or business? Now, sound like an easy question, right? It's not. You still want to tell your story from top to bottom in as concise way as you want, as you can. So you still want to write it out. What's my business idea? So if, like for me, my business is already started, I'm going to say, I'm Felicia Seals-Buchanan, and I'm the owner of GW Solutions, LLC. GW Solutions was started in the state of Indiana, and blah, 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 and tell it, I started, why, how, LLC organized, what's my mission and vision and goals, and then what are my major accomplishments. So I am also going to talk about one of my major accomplishments is probably my budget, right? I need to talk about how I start. We all start from zero, or maybe somebody might have a rich relative to give you cash infusion. But I start from zero, and then I was able to build. If you have an idea, right stage, you're not ready to talk about that yet. But if your business is at least a year old, talk about how your business has grown. Talk about how many people that you were able to impact. If you have a story of, think about Mia Diggins' story about why she started. It started from a tragedy, but from that tragedy, she wanted to bless people. So those are things that touch hearts, and they also will touch readers who are looking for opportunities, because they want to tell their story too. When I saw the video of the person who got the grant before, they want to share an inspiring story with the public to get more people to apply for their grants. So if you have that story, share it. because that's the kind of thing they may wanna get on the screen next year. Okay, so these, if you have, any letters of support, so I say that, not required for this grant, but I always tell people, take an opportunity, if you have someone, like I just said, if you have a story, if you have a client that you really helped or something, get a letter of support, because if not this opportunity, but other opportunities, you can, upload them, and that does give credence to your story. Okay, so, take advantage of this opportunity. If you want, it's $25, but you don't have to pay it. There are some that don't charge money. You can apply for this one again and again. Remember, I said it's been around for 16 years. It's probably gonna come up again. I never say for sure, because you never know what happened in other people's business. Anything could happen, it could go away. But this has been one that has been coming around. Use Word again to write out your responses. Don't just type them in there, because not only will you lose them when it's gone, if you save them, you can potentially use it again. And if you're a member, you can make an appointment with me to go over your draft. So you don't have to just write it and, ask people who may not know anything about grant writing, but still can give you a critical eye. So if you're not a member, you can have someone else proofread it. But if you are, you can use my years of grant writing history to try to make yours better. And good luck to everybody, because all of us here made a commitment to do something for our business, so I know that you are making the effort to grow. So I wish you good luck, because that's all it takes is consistency and working hard. And just by coming out here, I know that you're taking the steps to make your business successful. Join MBA. Did I say that? We do have some applications in the back, I believe.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so some applications for the MBA are back on the table. You could take one, fill it out, and then send it back to me at my email address. Again, you could schedule an appointment. 1 Million Cups does happen weekly, and the NBA, 1 Million Cups, and Inspire Mishawaka are here to help your business grow. So, again, here's my contact information. Oh, I did update my phone number, good job. Got a new phone number, so make sure you get that down. Got a slight change to our phone number. But the best thing is to schedule an appointment with me, but if you do call, feel free. If I don't answer, leave a message, I will get back with you within a day. And if you just want to join, you also can just go to the website there, mishawakabusiness.org, and do your application online if you like. Any questions? Ryan?
First thing, I'm not paid by the Mishawaka Business Association to say this, but for all the entrepreneurs in the room or the small businesses, like, we talk about barriers and things, and I just can't advocate enough, and I swear I'm not getting paid for this. For $75 or low end for somebody who's just getting started, it's really fantastic. Being on the newsletter, just being a part of an organization that their whole goal is to help grow the business. It's kind of a no-brainer. It's like a given. It's like if you're in this area, being a part of the Mishawaka Business Association is like having insurance. Like, it's just something that's really important. It's been really helpful to me. There's lots of events, things like that. Like, it's the best, most approachable way to kind of get involved with an association. It's fantastic. So, I'll get my check from you later. So my question on grants, Felicia, is I took a lot of notes. I'm definitely gonna apply for this myself, because I had some thoughts as you kind of guided me. Do you pay taxes when you get a grant? Does the business pay a tax?
So, that's actually a good question, so I'm not gonna presume to answer a tax question.
Okay.
It does count as income.
Okay.
It does go on your ledger as income.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so I will talk to a tax professional about that.
No, I totally get it,
Yeah.
get it. Just wanted to know that.
Yeah, but
I'll add on to the MBA. I've been a member for over 25 years, and it's a great operation. So for those that aren't members, I would highly advise it. Cost is not much either. Anyway, question.
Yes.
Side hustle. New to us, therefore, as well. Any ideas two questions. Is the grant cycle once a year? You said April 1st or thereabouts. and roughly how many grants they hand out?
So, I only saw the one, so they may give out one. I did not see
Well,
that
it's
they
definitely
gave.
for profit.
Yes. I did not see that they gave out multiple. But, like I said, even with this one paying $25, if you are interested and you have my contact information, there are dozens more that are free. So if you're not interested in paying $25, don't even worry about it. There are other opportunities. So if that's a barrier for you, or it just doesn't sit right, because Drew is right. This is a for-profit business. They're not shy about it. They're about making money on this. So if you want to skip that and go to something else, there are other opportunities. Answer your question?
Hi.
Yep.
Hi.
I was wondering, how long have you been writing grants?
Yes.
Helping people with grants, nonprofit and for profit? And do you have like classes? Is there another business
Yeah.
that you do?
Yes. So I have been writing grants since 2005, and I started out with my church writing for a summer day camp, and it's still going on today. We still get money for it today. So I am trained at the Grantsmanship Training Institute, Arizona State University, Saginaw Valley University, and I'm on the plethora of online courses. Every 2 years I go back to re-up my skills. And last year was Arizona State University, but I was focused on federal grants for that training. So large sums of money for established organizations. But let's see, how long have I been writing grants? Who do I write grants for? Small business and nonprofit organizations. Yes, I've started off with nonprofit organizations, but in the last 5 years been focused more on small businesses, just because the opportunities have been growing. And as a small business myself, I applied for them and I've gotten 2. But the thing about grants is you get a lot more no's than yeses. So I have applied a lot, but I've only gotten 2. But still, if like for myself, I've been doing it for so long, I have pages on pages of drafts ready. No matter what comes in, I don't have to start from scratch. I can just say, this one works, this one works, it's good, boom, go. And I can apply in half hour to something that it may take somebody a week to get done. But that's why I say save all your drafts, because over the years, you're gonna have some good nuggets. They need to be updated, right? With new numbers, new successes and all that stuff. But when you have that stuff saved, you don't have to start from scratch every time. Sometimes I find a grant that's due in 4 days. And you don't have time to get the proofreaders and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to my drafts. Sometimes I do just start all over and write it and make it good again, set it aside and review it. But all that to say is I've been doing it a long time and I have those things together. So if you start now, you can start, being prepared in that way for your small business grants.
Do you like
Oh, what
have
class? I'm
classes?
sorry, you did say that, yes.
Have one-on-one?
Where do they
Like,
find you?
how do
Yes.
I learn how to write a grant?
So, my business is, you can go to gwsolutionsllc.org, gwsolutionsllc.org, and, you can find out information about my business called Grant Writing Solutions. I do have a class coming up in March, on March 22nd, where we're gonna write a grant in that class together. Not only that, I'm going to show you how to find grant opportunities on your own, and we're going to do a master draft that you can, again, plug into different spots of any type of grant application that comes up. That class does have a cost, so I just hate to do this right now, but it's $250.
It's worth it.
Yes, because some people can tell you, most of the ones we go there are, between, again, $5,000 and $25,000 for $250. But again, what you get to is a edited draft that you can use over and over again. So, yes, it's time. And go ahead.
Just a really quick, not a question, but just a testimonial for those that are skeptical or want to know. I did take Felicia's grant writing class. It was very informative. she also assisted me in applying for that famous Amos grant, and I actually was one of the finalists. Out of all of those, I don't know how many applications they get, but there are thousands, and there was like, I don't know, 5 finalists, something like that. And so because she helped me, if I would have done it on my own, I'm sure I probably wouldn't have been a finalist. So it is very beneficial to have, someone that knows what they're doing and that's been in. And I think that grant was like 25,000.
They send you some cookies at least?
Come
on.
But yes, from food service organizations down to, you know, consulting companies, every type of business can apply for a small business grant. It's just how you present yourself. So, again, applications back on the table, and thank you guys for coming today. Do not leave without talking to everybody in this room, because there are people here who can help you. Sorry, I
There's
missed
a
it.
question
sorry.
over there.
More questions?
Yeah, I have one more question if that's okay.
Okay.
A lot of people have told me I should contact you. And so I came here, but I have a question. I don't wanna get a grant that's a scam. So I wanna know if you have any grants specifically related to disability,
Yes.
just like in general, not necessarily.
Definitely, so there are grants for, population grants, kind of that I talked about before, for women, for minorities, for people with disabilities, for, different from, non-cis communities. So we have all types of focuses. We just need to, find out, what you're looking for and get you matched with the right resource.
Great, thank you.
And then, do you have to live in Mishawaka in order to be a member, or does it not matter if cause my business is based in South Bend, but, you know, it's kind of spreading in different areas, so does it am I able to become a member then?
That's a great question. So you do not have to live or your business need to be in Mishawaka. You just have to be interested in doing business in Mishawaka. My business is not based in Mishawaka, and I'm a member of the NBA. We have members from Michigan, downstate, just anyone who's interested in doing business in Mishawaka, please join the NBA. It's a benefit for you.
You wanna stop?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we need to stop because Felicia needs to go.
Uh,
So